There's something new. Fascinating, fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Rozier on the wing along with Hayward. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then there's Washington. And it's Richards in at the center. And for the Timberwolves, sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Conley in at the point. Ball from deep three-point territory. And on the floor tonight, a collection of some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group.
Here's Rozier. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
McDaniels kicks to Conley. From deep three-point range, the offensive rebound, Anderson. And the layup's good off the glass.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Outside, Ball.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
From outside, off the mark. Another miss by Conley.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Rozier is confident as an offensive player. He knows he has what it takes to get it done from there.
For Minnesota, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
And Terry Rozier is one competitive dude. He has a lot of fire in his game.
You can hear it when you listen to him in interviews, Greg. I mean, he'll tell you what his approach is. He says losing is not an option in terms of his mentality. He plays every game, every possession like it's do or die.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Offensive rebound. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Scooped up. Richards passes to Washington. Rozier for 3. Good on the triple. Rozier's got 9.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
And Ball slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And, you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
There's one thing that's become clear about this Hornets team. They've become one of the best passing teams in the league.
For 3, Edwards. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Here's Ball. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And Charlotte's passing has improved a lot in the last few seasons. Greg, even more.
Yeah, their assist numbers have been terrific, and they keep their turnovers to a minimum. That's a trend you want to see continue.
First free throw is good.
You can just see the promise Ball has. It's oozing out of him. Already a triple-double threat, and he rebounds it so well at his position. Man, the future's really bright for this young man.
Ball hits them both. And how exciting it must be to have LaMelo Ball, Clark, on your team.
Kevin, clearly one of the most exciting guards in the league. The anticipation was through the roof for Ball, and needless to say, I think he's lived up to it.
Rozier for three. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
3 points.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Minnesota calls timeout.
You know, after suffering a grisly foot injury in 2017, nobody would have blamed Gordon Hayward if he walked away from basketball entirely.
Charlotte making a switch here. Williams is checked in. To the inside, Edwards. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Edwards got his 3rd basket of the night.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And what you admire about Hayward is his resiliency. He's had to battle to get back on the floor, and boy, is he still playing.
All credit to him, Greg. I mean, he's still contributing at a very high level, and just the sacrifice and the journey he's taken coming back from injury to be as productive as he is now. I mean, this is a guy you can still count on. To get you big buckets when you need it. He's a real quality wing player.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Rozier against Rivers. Rozier into the lane.
Boy, pushing hard, Rozier able to catch the defense off guard that time. His speed, the difference.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Stolen by Ball. Pass to Hayward. He can't hit that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
When you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. And when that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
Hornets leading by 4. Here's Rozier. Washington trying to break free. And it's Rozier that time on the assist by Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. Minnesota's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Jerry Rozier, that 2019 sign and trade, changed his career.
You know, going from Boston to Charlotte, Scary Terry got an increased role with the Hornets, and sometimes that's all a player needs. He became a starter there, doubled his scoring average, and it was really a hand-in-glove fit for Rozier.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Timberwolves trail by 10.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Ball with the bucket.
Gets one to fall, but only his 2nd make in the first 7 attempts.
So it's Minnesota now. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, you hate losing a game that you control for 3 quarters, but that 4th was just really an abomination in terms of how they played, and unfortunately, they took it out.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough deep.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Ball. The rebound by Prince.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Hornets on top, up by 12.
17.
From Target Center, back in a moment.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Hornets.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting, in particular from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys. Lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
Gobert is out there with Anderson. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's Conley, and it's Noel in a two-guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Edwards can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a two-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. And thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. You know, as the regular season break winds down, you can feel things start to change around the league, can't you?
Yeah, I mean, some teams are getting totally in the zone for the playoffs, while other squads are using this time to plan for next year and try to figure out what went wrong.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And despite the double-digit lead, still in attack mode, getting their feet wet there in the paint.
And the Timberwolves call time. And so much great talent coming into the league, Greg, every year. That 2021 draft, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Williams. And Bouknight comes in for Ball.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
So it's the Hornets now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Nice shot by Smith.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. No good off the front iron.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And the basket by McGowan.
Offensively,